As long as we don't get that stupid waiting for players screen.
Yeah, I think we're all right.
It's looking good so far. All right, so ZVZ on Star Station. This match will be heavily dependent on what positions they get. So
That and whatever Zerg is crafty enough to deny the other's expo, keep them contained. My ZVZ play is very aggressive. I will even go as far as to run a couple drones in, one or two, and if I have the minerals, I will drop spine crawlers, and if they try to attack them, I will cancel them at the last second and build them again until I have units to support them.
all right. I'll introduce the pink Zerg. How about you do the blue one?
Okay.
So all right, in the top right-hand corner of our map here, MLG Star Station, we have the pink Zerg player, DarknessOpen.
Yes, DarknessOpen.
Crazy rebound again.
Yep. In the bottom left-hand corner, we have XO, Kisses and Hugs, FriedShrimp.
All right.
Oh, we can't forget about this thing.
Yeah, you got a lot of background noise going on there, man. But it's good that they got cross spawns. It'll be a good chance this will be a nice long game instead of if it would have been horizontal, and I'm sure it just would have been Zergling Baneling all-ins. But this map is actually pretty large cross spawn.
Yeah, like, well, the thing is with ZVZ is they really have to play. If they go roaches on one side, you have to see roaches on the other, and so on and so forth, right? So, I mean, the play is really micro dependent. That's what I love about ZVZ is they're both really mobile armies, so you have to be all over it in terms of micro. And
Alright, and FriedShrimp went for gas and then pool, so he'll have that 100 gas right when his pool gets up, be able to get quick Zergling speed. And DarknessOpen also went for a gas, but it was after his pool, so his Zergling speed will be a little bit later, but it won't be a huge deal. His pool is also a little bit later. So he went for a little more of a drone opening. I feel like FriedShrimp's gonna have he's gonna have a chance here for a little bit of aggression. He's gonna have an aggression window, and he's building a Roach Warren as well. So it looks as if he's 7 Roach rushing here, which will, I mean, it could do a lot of damage to DarknessOpen if he's not prepared, but I think he will be because he's not going for an early hatch or anything.
well, I think that the more drones you have in the beginning of the game, if you are successful in defending them, no matter what, inevitably you will be successful. Right now, DarknessOpen is ahead on the drone count. Not anymore. He's spending them to make Baneling Nest, and a Spine Crawler in the mineral line, so he is defended pretty well from any early Zergling aggression, which is something that's very big in ZVZ, and it doesn't look like FriedShrimp is really going to be going for any early Zergling aggression. Well, he has 1 larva spent on Zerglings, but that's probably just going to be a scouting group. He's got the Roach Warren up, and he's mining both gas 3-3, saving, looks like, for what might be a 10-minute Roach push.
I feel like what it'll probably be is he'll go for a very fast Roach speed the second this lair finishes, and go for a huge 1-base Roach bust. Because when you're on 1 base as Zerg, you have to do something right away. It's as all in as it can be, because you don't have any larva producing structures, you don't have anything.
You could always go. You can always go for the macro hatch and use the macro hatch to produce drones to get to get your drone count up to full saturation earlier. We see DarknessOpen, just checking out the map, checking for early expansions. The production tab is. Oh, you mean this production tab? Okay, I have this production tab up. Okay. Anyway, so what I'm getting at is basically he's scouting the map to see if there's any expansions because he's thrown his down already. If you see an expansion from in a mirror match, what you want to do is try to go for an early third, so you can be a step ahead of their economy. And if they take a third, you try to take a fourth. Simple as that. You wanna be ahead in economy at all times. It's the surest way to victory, and DarknessOpen seems to be in a good position in that perspective.
Yep, the only problem is FriedShrimp is going for a one base mutalist play, which is really all in. Like you have to do so much damage with the mutas, and I think he may be able to do it. Well, nope. There's Spore Crawlers going down in the back of FriedShrimp's base, so Spore Crawlers going back at DarknessOpen's base, so he'll be completely fine against the mutalists. And this is gonna put FriedShrimp way behind.
Yes, and the reason why DarknessOpen is taking those invested precautions is because he knows the risks, and he can afford to avoid them. It's pretty as simple as that. He put the Spore Crawlers down because he knows that the first thing FriedShrimp is going to try to attack in this position, knowing... did he scout his expansion? I'm going to check his vision. Yeah, he did scout his expansion. So in this position, he wants to hurt the economy, and what better way to do it than scoop these mutalisks around in the back of the main and try to hurt the existing drone count. So he's hovering outside the natural, which is a good place, because if he went for the main, the Spore Crawlers are already down. He's got a little bit of a time here, and it's just enough.
I feel like these couple mutalists just are not going to justify the cost of him going for a really fast layer and having no expansion. As a Zerg player, taking your natural is such a big deal. You can't live on just one base as Zerg, because they need the saturation up. Zerg needs to have a huge economy, and also they need all the extra larvae so you can actually produce units. Like, look at FriedShrimp right now is banking minerals just because he doesn't have enough larvae to produce everything.
Well, that's the thing. I agree with pretty much everything you just said. However, FriedShrimp is in the position to double expand right now, and I think he should. After he just harassed the army, he should move to the front of the army of his opponent, DarknessOpen, and put some pressure on the front of his... Before those spine crawlers get put, before they produce in numbers, you don't want to have him turtling in. But he should attack now and double expand, I think. Would be like, he's got enough roaches to hurt the front. If he expanded twice under that pressure, the game would be his for sure. I mean, he's way ahead in the supply now.
And also something we didn't talk about that went on earlier was there was a big Baneling bust at the ramp of
I did see that.
FriedShrimp.
I did.
And that put DarknessOpen way behind on his drone counts. If he would have stayed back and made drones and just macroed up, knowing his opponent was on one base, or even just try to defend instead of attacking, he could have been way ahead right now and had a big enough army to stop this roach bust. But right now I think FriedShrimp is probably just going to kill him with all these speed roaches.
Yeah, and he doesn't even really need to expand, which is the really funny part. Like, this is really good, because I've never seen a 2-base Zerg get overpowered by a 1-base Zerg like this. I think maybe he over-invested in the spine crawlers. There's the GG. FriedShrimp, he only made a few mutas. He didn't really commit to them. He went back to the roaches, and I think that was a really good move, because had DarknessOpen thought he was going to mass roaches, he would have put more spines down instead of spores. He thought he was going to commit more to the air, and he didn't. So that's GG.